live then.
I don't think 360 is the lowest. I think it's 240 that's the lowest these days.
That is true. Either way, I'm glad the stream is not showing 360 or 240. Um, yeah, I remember seeing. I like went back and watched some stupid YouTube video from a long time ago the other day, and I was like, wow, this is rough. This is rough to look at.
I've been looking at some of the old like video game cutscenes and stuff lately, and it's just like, ooh, I remember these looking better.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm really trying to get my partner to play Halo Reach. That'd be fucking sick. I love that game.
Play what?
Halo Reach.
Oh yeah.
Halo Reach is so good.
I've never been a big Halo person, but I respect the classics still.
And I have a Halo tattoo, so I gotta love it.
Fair.
Anyway, it's been a while. We had the holidays, which I hope everyone had a good break. There was a lot going on, certainly, at least in my life, so we couldn't play for a while. But coming back into it, first of all, guys, I still need to stitch together episode 3 and put it on YouTube, but we'll get to that. Last session, episode was called Bright Eyes. You guys were spending some time in town, trying to strike up some deals, and after noticing various like sensor snails around the area, which were Aspectus gastropods, we learned. You all were looking at the scene of one of these being destroyed. There's a flattened piece of metal, which we later learned was a projectile from like a magnetic accelerator type rifle. Why did my music just cut out while I said that? Google Chrome, stop trying to do cool shit. I don't need you to do that. Okay, sorry, that derailed me for a second. As you all were investigating this, trying to figure out what was going on, you began to ask like what could have made these shots, what's going on here, like what's going on at Karashi Station on this small planet. Corum, the leader of this settlement for the biocracy, the Emil biocracy, basically said it boiled down to probably some poachers trying to take their valuable bioanimals, and rather reluctantly sent you guys in after it. You guys tracked through the jungle. You, before making camp, had to fight a strange fungus-like creature, which you guys, they're around on other planets as well. It's a giant monstrous pest called a Emulsivix. Tried to eat you guys and lit a bunch of things on fire. But in the end, you started to track down the mystery on this planet. You'd found evidence previously of a campsite that had been hidden, some sort of creature that, sentient creature, maybe a Yosoki, something furred, that had been utterly destroyed by the plasmalisks. And tracing it all back to its source, you all found a group of soldiers, scouts, agents of the Aslanti Star Empire. One of, if perhaps not the most xenophobic and elitist of factions in Starfinder. They were pretty confident someone from the biocracy was trying to follow them and tried to set a trap, to which you guys said, nah, fuck that, we're way sneakier, and instead dropped the trap on them with many explosions, spells, electricity, and fire. In the struggle, you guys killed most of them. One turning invisible and escaping deeper into the jungle. Most of their gear, while fancy looking and certainly not bad, a lot of it seemed probably lower quality than you all have, as you know, these high level adventurers. One of the Aeon Guard soldiers had a strange, like, plasma cannon type weapon that shot this huge beam that very well could have taken off one of your arms, if not for some quick thinking and roll manipulation. SB attempted to grab this, which, given her past record, as Refine pointed out, of being in the way of explosions, often caused by her own party, led to predictable results, which was that the weapon was rigged to detonate. Luckily, it detonated by her, didn't fully destroy SB, and didn't catch any of you all in the explosion. Some of the discussion before our session started, you guys are interested in this giant reptilian, draconic-looking skeleton thing in the pit where the Aeon Guard were waiting for you all. This kind of depression in the forest. Other big details from previous sessions, that was most of what happened in session 3. But you guys did also learn in the second session about how Corum was on, he like did a special system to system Nautilus call to the Biocracy Council, people leading the Biocracy, who talked about how they were fighting on multiple fronts and resources were thin, and that they were sending a Oma, one of these space whales, kind of the core, presumably, of the Biocracy fleets, to divert from whatever it was doing to come to the planet and investigate. Based on what's happening, you would probably assume that he was afraid of exactly what you all have discovered. Now, do you all have any questions about last time, or other pressing questions you have about what's going on? And while we're doing that, I'm going to pop up a picture of their art again real quick so you guys can see where I would, if I could remember where I put that art. Oh, maybe I didn't make that. I swear that I did. Anyway, yeah, so any questions while I figure this out?
Not before we start. I have questions for Corum, but that's for in a minute.
We have many questions for Corum.
Valid.
Did we get a log of the equipment we found from the soldiers we killed?
Oh yeah, I don't think we got a
you
loot list
did
yet.
not get a loot list. So first we'll go over the two that I've tinted orange, who are regular Aeon Guards. Each of them had a Mark III frag grenade.
Ooh, sweet. So there's two of those for the orange guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 2 times improved AG assault rifle, which is like a piercing rifle that does 2d8 damage. Not a lot. Then they didn't really get a chance to use it because you guys beat them down so quickly. But both of them also have an LFD pulse gauntlet.
I think the one in front tried to punch me with it, but
Oh
rolled
yes,
disastrously.
yeah, he rolled incredibly bad. I would say this is very like advanced armor compared to what a lot of civilizations have as their baseline troops. If someone wants to give me an engineering or a perception check as you're rooting around.
Give me 1 sec. I was watching the stream and I finally realized after tabbing back that I opened up my homebrew game instead of yours.
Nice, phenomenal.
Not the best roll on engineering, but it's not terrible.
All right.
Mad lass.
It is less than a 10 on the die, okay?
Oh no, less than a 40. Oh,
Technically, a
dear.
10 would get me to 39, not 40.
You find a hidden compartment in their armor. Kind of near the chest plate, you kind of depress this section. It pushes in and then kind of clicks out and expands, like when shelves have that thing. As it expands, you see that in both of their sets of armor, there is a clear spindle-shaped crystal that's faintly glowing. If it wants to give me a freaking... Well, I guess this is kind of a mixed bag. So you could do engineering again. Or you could do mysticism.
Is one of them, I think, easier than the other?
Probably mysticism.
And this is just a refine check.
I mean, you all can see the crystal being removed, so other people can make it too.
Well, I'm not. Yo's not trained in mysticism, but if it's a shiny crystal, you just see their eyes just lighting up, and they're just going like, "Ooh, shiny."
Probably I should do engineering again. Mysticism's 8 lower for me, so...
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
We're fine. Making up for the discrepancy in me making the engineering a harder check by simply rolling high. Why do I even make these discrepancies?
Because you're a madman, Ben.
On mysticism, that would have been a 39.
That also would have done on mysticism, to be fair. All right. For anyone curious, it's supposed to be 35 and 45. What are the differences? But fuck me, so it's 47. This is, I mean, I will say this is a very low level item in Starfinder, but it is a very rare item all the same. These are Aeon Stones. Magical gemstones that can orbit your head, almost like planets, at a distance of 3 inches to 3 feet, as you prefer. 3 feet's crazy. I don't know why you would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're really trying to just stunt on people.
I mean, we have a couple of them already.
Yeah, we do have a couple.
Yeah.
I don't know who has them, but we do have.
So
I was gonna say, I was pretty sure you
have
had a couple of them.
I have the dark blue rhomboid, and
excuse
we
me.
honestly just keep the helix as a group loot item because we always just pass it to whoever's the most injured.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Well, these are clear spindle Aeon Stones. A rather simple Aeon Stone. It seems as if their armor has been made to incorporate the crystals as part of its tech, which is something like, mostly from what you guys use them, like, you hover them around your head, like, that's how people use those stones in the Pact Worlds. This has been, like, incorporated into their armor. But these Aeon Stones in question sustain you by negating your need to eat or drink.
Interesting.
So apart from sleep, these are soldiers that can just continue functioning on very little supplies.
Well, makes sense why they would have it in such a remote place.
Yeah.
Expeditionary forces.
How would this work on a robot?
Well, you already don't need
Would
to
it?
eat or breathe, so
Okay.
it would
So
kind of
would,
just
like-
orbit your head and do nothing, I guess. You could have some sick crystals orbiting your head.
If nobody wants it, I'll take it for the style.
Just put them both orbiting your head.
God, that's
What
so
a
funny.
colossal waste of resources. I
Just,
love
just
it.
in case you spontaneously develop lungs. What a fucking...
And we can check the other 3 to see if they have them as well. If they do, then we can put 5 orbiting your head.
Good lord.
I'm not opposed to this.
I will. So while I do have a thing, while I'll let Rin and Refine work on stripping gear. Ben, I do have a question
Mhm.
before we get back to the loot.
Mhm.
Is it possible that do any of our long range comms can they talk to like the back to the town? back to like at least like the air traffic control folks back in the town.
You could try. You could just try to like put out an open broadcast.
I'll try it on the same frequency that we used when we landed.
It takes a minute of you like kind of sending out the signal, but eventually you are answered. And again, it's like that weird type of, like it sounded off the first time you guys heard it on landing on a plane. Like it's not really audio as you guys are used to. Just like has a weird quality to the noise. But you hear Crom, and then he's like, I picked up your frequency. You are broadcasting, I hope, from a side of success.
Mostly. We found your poachers, which we have a few questions about, but that's fine. We killed 5 of them have been taken down. 1 has escaped into the jungle. We have not found a ship. If he's trying to make an escape, this might be a good time to light up your any orbital sensors or anything like that you might have. So we're looking around to see what else we can find. We're looking through their gear and stuff now, but generally speaking, success. 5 of the 6 of them are down.
That is most welcome news. I can fire up our longer range sensors and communication devices. We have very little in the way of defense, the surface to orbital defenses. That's not really... We're just a trading outpost.
Understood. If it comes to it, our ship is pretty well armed. We might be able to help you out if it comes to that. But for now, even if it helps just tracking where they go, I just want to let you know that you may want to look for ships leaving the surface here.
Oh, hold on, Sean, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I'll sort of say this so it doesn't get caught up by the mic right away.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, quick side question for Ben.
Mm-hmm.
The one that ran away, was he one of the elites or just a regular soldier?
He's one of the blue ones, so more elite.
Wouldn't it be incredibly fun if we started a rumor that he ran away crying and panicked?
You could try to do that.
They are egotistical. It might.
Plus, I don't even know how we get that rumor back to the Aeon Guard.
Yeah.
Well, they might be listening, or they might undercover our reports.
We're on an open frequency right now, so I mean,
Ask about the dragon.
we also found a large skeleton creature of looks to be like what I would associate with one of the dragons at Triaxis. I can send an image or show you when we return to town. Is this something of importance to you?
No. At least not that I know of. Could you
We'll mark
bring a bone back with you?
Can do. And I'll get an image of the location and mark the spot as well.
Alright, you send that to him as well. Okay.
Just to be on the safe side, I'll let him know. Just in case, I'm gonna have our ship warm up the engines. We're not gonna depart or anything just yet, but in case we need it, so don't be freaked out if our ship starts up.
Alright.
I'll have the
fair
VI
enough.
warm up the engines. I'm not gonna go to takeoff or anything, but just in case we need it.
I'll notify those nearby the landing pads. Alright, your VI begins to warm up the ship. You guys are gonna start your way back to town.
How many of us? Let's keep finishing up the loot as well from the blue guys.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sorry, I got distracted from that.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Corum while we were while they were stripping loot. So.
Okay. The first thing is that between the 4 of, well, I guess 3 because one got away. They each have a rifle. I'll tell you right now, this is a homebrew item, but it is an Aeon Guard Velocity rifle. It does 8d4 base.
Woohoo!
18 foot. What type of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing. Okay.
Ooh.
8 is a lot of Ds.
That is
D's
yes.
nuts. Anyway, cool. You are also gonna find they each have a efficient bandolier. So you carry more ammo, basically. I doubt this is gonna matter to you guys because they're so nothing at this point. But there's 3 Corona laser pistols, and 3 tactical knives.
I might pick up a laser pistol just because, just in case I get unarmed or something, or like lose a hand.
Give me another engineering check on their armor. First of all, you guys do find they have the same slot, or at least a similar one on their armor, that they have 3 more clear spindle aeon stones. Everyone wants to make an engineering check on their armor.
Ugh. Horrid.
You got
I'm gonna use points on that.
okay. All right, so turning a 33 into.
I don't know why we use points.
Remember, anyone else can make a perception or engineering check. If anyone else wants to try to back up Refine here.
I'll give it a try.
At least on a 34 Refine, you are able to strip out of their helmets 3
Wait.
filtered
Wait.
rebreathers. Yes.
Finally, a good roll.
Nice, hell yeah. Okay. Nice. Where is this in my notes? You would think, very luckily for you guys, that these had been burnt out before the fight started, because they also had to fight things in the jungle. I rolled for it. Kind of in another hidden compartment in the thigh of their armor, all 3 of them have purple sphere aeon stones. Basically, they create an invisible force field around you that functions as a purple force field, with a capacity of 10 charges, and it recharges itself every 24 hours. And that is a real item, so you guys can look those up and add them.
5 clear spindles and 3 purple spheres.
Correct. There's also the armor itself. Do you guys think you're interested in the actual armor itself?
Potentially, I'd like to at least take it with us, if for no other reason than I feel like that might be valuable to a collector back in the Pact Worlds.
Thank you. Okay.
What was that, Nix?
It might have been me. I was talking to Lilia.
I thought that was Nix talking. No, I was thinking maybe we take it because it might be valuable to a collector. I'd obviously be interested in the statistics on it, but if nothing else, I thought it might have some value as a rare item back in the Pact World.
If you want to make one more engineering check, or fine, to see if you can be like, okay, what's up with this item or this set of armor. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a link to the item. This is a set of Aeon Guard Spec Ops armor. It's light armor, level 7, not amazing for you guys. It does show you guys this Aeon soldiers, and it, besides having upgrade slots, they also have Aeon stone slots.
Interesting.
Excuse me. All right.
Nothing. I mean, even if it's only the what you said, the level 10 version. the. I mean, that's still worth some money to us. Oh wait, is this the trooper version or the command version?
This is what the 3 blue ones have.
No, I get that. Oh, you know what? My bad. I was looking at the other 2 armor links at the bottom.
Oh yeah, that's not.
Those are different items. My bad.
If you're curious, the other 2 have a battle dress, which is like level 3 armor. It's not very impressive.
Gotcha.
All right. Hell yeah. Okay. Anyway.
I have a quick question for the group. Actually, is everybody able to fly?
I downgraded my jetpack, but I have a jetpack.
Okay.
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay. I was gonna say, if all of us have a jetpack or a force pack, they can go in like a cruise mode. We might be able to go faster if we're not like tracking something. But if Yo doesn't have one, then that's fine. Yeah, we can go overland. I mean, I guess we have to.
All right.
Could
Go ahead.
Rin teleport us back
Uh,
to the slots?
Oh, interesting. Maybe. What's the range? Yeah, the range should be fine.
Yeah. 2,000 miles.
Yeah, that'd probably cover it. Believe it or not. All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys just want to teleport back?
I'll grab a bone before we go, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You grab one of like the metatarsals at the end of its leg. Just easy foot bone, not gonna over encumber you.
Yeah, I think Yo would do the same thing as well. Wanted to bring back a souvenir for her mentor.
Hell yeah. Alright, you grab the various items, souvenirs, loot, all that good stuff. Give me 1 sec. Okay. You guys head back to town. You gather around Rin. What does your teleport look like, do you think, with how your magic works?
Like old arcane magic, not like this fancy new stuff.
Oh yeah, you guys see like very Pathfinder 1E-esque. There is like spiraling circles of like orangish red runes that surround all of you before like a spinning gate of them appears and like warps you all through space right to the edge of town. You are able to see actually, let's just start. Give me a perception check from everybody. It is running hot. It's going fast. It's far away and small. Clearing a 40. Rin, you see a slim profile of some sort of fast moving, maybe green ship. Looks like a kind of like a medium transport is just burning for the atmosphere as fast as it can. Like way off on the jungle line.
I might have to reread teleport, but can I travel to a ship as long as it's not in orbit yet?
No, that you can't be. They checked. They were careful about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It specifies you could probably teleport to the surface from an orbiting starship, but moving starships is like too difficult.
Do we need to go get into our ship and hunt this thing down, you guys think?
Let's mount up, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Yo does their 2 right-hand salutes, says, aye, aye, Captain.
You guys sprint through town. The trading post is a bustle of activity. You see, it looks like a lot of the merchants are like trying to secure their goods, like packing them up in crates. Unclear if they're like trying to move them or just like keep them safe. You see members of what you've assumed by now is just kind of like the local militia. It's not like a very organized military presence on this planet. The only one who's in like any sort of decent armor, and you see that he the rest of them you guys have seen with like the sorry, excuse me, had those like weird like spider thread Kevlar vests, like bioengineered pistols. It's about it. You see that most of the ones running to and fro are still wearing that. Corum himself has swapped that jacket out for what looks like a breastplate made of like overlapping ridged seashell, like the type of like white ridged seashells you can find on the beach. You see he's also carrying a long rifle that the more you look at it, the more you're sure it might just be an animal with like a long proboscis. That's the barrel. He kind of sees you guys sprinting for the landing pad. He's like, you all see that thing take off?
Yes. It's like, yes, we're on it.
You see he seems panicked. He's like, we don't have any surface capable ships right now, or beasts. Only an atmosphere. Could you bring it down?
We can do it. Stations, folks.
All right.
How does ship combat work?
So,
Well, we're about to find out.
the big thing for you, essentially at the start of each round of combat, people choose what their particular role or station is going to be. I'll say straight up, the best one for Scythe is going to be Gunner. So I will walk you through how we can do, when it comes to you, how gunnery checks work on the ship. It's not too hard at all.
Okay. Is it like piloting or like dex or?
It's essentially you're rolling a d20 with your base attack bonus in your dex. Let me find the rules for gunnery. I'll get it over to you.
Okay.
Where is it?
I've already got the ship's weapons programmed in.
All right, just give me 1 second.
Here, I've got the link to Gunner Actions.
Thank you.
Ah, okay. I need to rename.
I realized I was a silly boy and I'm mixing up my fleet armaments here. Alright. Feel free to talk amongst yourself and prep anything you need to prep. I'm going to just fix this ship token real quick.
Remind me, what is the starship tier?
Same level, same as our level.
Oh, same as our level?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So it's just 13. Or is it 14?
14.
That's what?
Mhm.
21 and 15 is...
You will have no problem
36.
monstering the engineering rolls on this.
Well, if I divert, I think I only fail on a 1. But if I want to do something fancy, I have to hit the... I fail on anything less than a 7. So...
Jesus.
Right. Yo, I'm putting you as the
If I
captain
wanna do
for
the-
this.
really fancy fixing thing, I have to make it over 41, which I can fail at. But
We do love getting fancy.
All right, cool. I get to do cheerleading stuff.
There's lots of good rolls.
now I also need to remember which extra stuff I have. Because I do have some extra stuff I can do.
All right, we got your ship over here. Remind you, there is asteroids around the planet, which I might make you roll some hazard rolls for. But as you're burning to orbit, give me a perception check as you use your ship sensors to try to lock in on this thing.
Oh, do all of us do this?
I think it's telling whoever's like at the science controls, but we're not actually in combat, so it's less of an issue. All right. You guys managed to hone in on the ship ahead of you. This at least is a ship that I am going to give you guys the name of just for ease of play. You see this ship streaking through the void away from the planet. What size is your ship now, by the way? Your ship is large.
Large.
Okay, that's what I adjusted your token for. I know that we already had this talk about how it's supposed to always be
Theoretically,
the same
everything's
token,
the same,
but that's dumb.
which is dumb. We had that talk.
All right.
Are you planning on doing any fancy piloting things this round?
I wasn't planning to.
Cool. In that case, then I'm gonna recalibrate engine for us, which is gonna give +2 enhancement to speed and +2 to your piloting check to determine order of movement. But all other piloting checks you make are at -5 this turn.
Okay. Yeah, no, the only one I would be doing is the order of movement, and if I to take evasive action one is pretty straightforward. I can soak the -5 on that. Actually,
Okay.
I don't even think I need to make it a. I don't even need to make a check for that. What am I saying?
Yeah. So you get +2 to speed and +2 to determining order of movement.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right. That was the engineering phase. Basically, as we go through Beans, it's going to be phases: engineering, helm, gunnery, and then also the captain kind of just jump in wherever they want to encourage people.
I believe does science go before or after piloting? Because if Rin wants to do it, silence is available to him. Alternatively, if we have the VI on board, who can also do that.
Science can go before piloting, I believe.
Is it science or magic officer? Which one's?
You take science actions during helm phase, so I think it can be either before or after.
Yeah, I think you can choose technically.
Oh, okay.
And I believe Magic Officer, we've never run one before, but I believe Magic Officer is the same.
Oh, okay. Is there
Like, it's also during helm phase.
Sorry, I used to always just do
Shooting.
gunnery. Is there something you want me to do specifically?
if nothing else, I wouldn't mind knowing what weapons this thing has if if we want to do a scan or something like that.
Would we rather have him doing second gunner though, because you can't like switch during combat?
You can't. Now, technically, if Beans is willing to spend a resolve points on it, you can. Like, he would be able to fire all of our forward guns at a -2. And Beans, I'm typing a response back to you now as far as what our various weapons are. Also, if you scroll down, you scroll down on the side, down under the crew, down near the bottom, under the journals tab, you'll see the Argent Horizon has a character sheet. You should be able to click on it. I've put your name in as the gun as the gunner.
Everyone has access.
You should. Yeah, everybody has access to it. You should be able to use the different weapons on it. So the main forward gun is the Dragon Lance array we have. It has both a long-range anti-ship and a close-range like sweep mode, basically. And then on the turret we have which can fire 360 degrees. We have a persistent particle beam and a laser net, which is our point defense weapon against missiles and the like.
Also, I just realized that I was mistaken. Magic Officer's actually during engineering phase, not helm phase. So you basically go right after Refine.
Or before me, technically. If you do Magic Officer.
Yeah. Sorry, which one did you want me to do?
Up to you. I don't know what a Magic Officer can really do, is the problem. I haven't looked into it that much.
They can enhance the range of a weapon.
Yeah.
They can give you a bonus to order of movement checks. They can effectively also scan just like a science officer.
They just use scrying instead.
They have a thing that increases our ship's AC, which is harder, and then their hardest thing that they can do is kind of reduce distance between turns. Turning the ship, that is.
Yeah, Psychic Currents. It reduces your number of turns.
But that's the really hard one that you would need to roll a 41 to do right now.
Which
And
is
so these
also
are mysticism checks. Sorry,
They are mysticism
so I've been
checks.
doing science then.
Yeah, they're all mysticism checks. Science officer, I believe, is all computers.
Yes.
Yeah.
My notes for this.
Also, Ben, can I have control of the ship token since I'm going to be piloting?
Oh yeah, sorry. It's supposed to be. I thought it was linked, but I guess it's not. Give me 1 sec.
And to be clear, if you would rather do gunnery, that's also perfectly fine. I think we have the weapons for it.
We do. We have a forward gun and we have a turret, so there's definitely space for.
I'll just do gunnery until we figure more stuff out.
Okay.
Then we probably want the VI to scan during helm phase.
Yeah, we can do that.
It's not letting me. Fuck.
So
It's not letting me link right now, so I'm just gonna let it controlled by you guys. So I'm just gonna temporary measure.
Okay. Broadside says I could fire all ship-mounted weapons in one arc, including turret-mounted weapons. Would that be the turrets as well?
Yes.
I can move the ship.
Yeah. Now Ben just gave me control, or Ben let us.
I just turned it on.
Okay.
Oh, the Argent Horizon sheet is in the old crew section. That's why it was fucking me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move it.
Okay.
Into the party section for.
So,
Anyway.
Yeah, so that is definitely an option. Usually, it's a little. You don't take any penalties if you have 2 people on different guns. But it's just there's a couple different ways to go about it. It's helpful though, especially as we level up and this thing gets more weapons on it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, if I could fire all of the ship's guns, then he could do, something else. If that's
either way,
right? But you have to spend resolve points to use all of them.
And you
is
get
this
a penalty,
little scout thing we're fighting to last 14 rounds?
It also gives you a penalty, and currently I'm not sure what we would be better served with, not having the penalty on firing all weapons every round, or having him in one of the other roles.
I think for now,
not having the penalty.
Yeah, for now, like it should be hopefully straightforward. Let's see what we're dealing with, and I think we can, if we want to modify our strategy as we go forward, we can. Last time when we did this, Beans, we split the difference. We had Scorpio and we had Wilco on both of our main guns, so and they worked pretty efficiently. So
Okay.
I think for right now we'll stick with that.
All right. Cool. So
What's the VI
Its bonus
bonus?
is
and you want it to
plus
scan.
24 to its skill modifier.
Plus 24, so it needs, I think, a 2.
pretty
Yeah, it
good.
needs a 2 to scan successfully.
It rolled a 19.
Okay.
Okay.
So 5 plus. Okay. Despite some countermeasures, you guys know that its AC is 18. Its target lock is 17. It currently only has 1 crew member aboard. Weapon-wise, its best weapons are a gravity gun and a light Aeon torpedo in the forward arc. Has some small lasers in the aft and has a coil gun turret. That's about all you know right now. I guess you also know size and speed as well, my bad. Its speed is 10 with average maneuverability.
Okay.
What's our speed again?
Well, with the bonus, you gave us 13.
Cool.
Alright. Let's go to the helm phase. And Ren, are you doing science stuff then?
That would have been. Oh, go ahead.
I'm just gonna fire with.
Oh, you're firing with. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do the opposed piloting checks.
Okay. $37.
Is that including
Actually,
the plus 2?
No, so 39.
39. It is going to have to move first. It is pretty much going to just book it 10 hexes away. In an effort to gain some distance from you guys. And now it is your turn for movement.
All right. Well, I'm going to burn clean after it. I'm not going to... No need for any special tricks or anything. Because, like, even if I just move our normal speed and take an evasive action, it'll be well within range of our forward guns.
I'm going to lower the grid opacity a little bit, because it is fucking with my head. That's better.
That was much nicer, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, I think they sharpened it more than it used to be, because it did not used to look like that. I was like, why is it so bright over the stars? Alright, the much larger, smooth lines of the Argent Horizon sweeping in behind this small transport with a lone Aeon specialist.
This has to be a trap.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that.
Alright, we're gonna go to the gunnery phase. You can shoot first.
Alright, so we have, for the two, which of you wants which weapon? We are out of range of the laser net.
I can use the front weapon.
Okay.
Like the dragon engine or whatever it was called.
Yeah, the
Dragon,
yeah, our
cyber dragon launch.
Yeah. So yeah, use the top profile for that one. Yeah, if you want to do a weapon that does 5d20 damage.
Is there like a button I can click to attack?
You should just be able to click the weapon and it should roll it.
Oh. Am I doing fire at will?
No.
No, okay.
Oh my god.
Alright. The technology harvested from the parade, the Vex parade from so long ago, a beam of roaring red energy, boom, lances forward into this thing's aft section. That is going to completely blow through its shields and damage it. It is going to have to make Actually, wait. I think it's you guys that make the roll. Even in the spaceship combat.
Oh yeah. So Beans, how many? So actually, I guess Ben, how many crit thresholds did that clear?
That is what I am figuring out right now. It's gonna clear at least 2.
Roll 2. So Beans rolls 2 D100s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like separately or at the same time?
At the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't super matter. Alright.
Very low.
Very low indeed.
Like shockingly low.
It's mainly a thing of what you're determining is which subsystems they're taking suffering critical damage to.
Okay, so low isn't bad.
No, it's just which one's happening. Their life support has begun to glitch, and their sensor array is also glitching.
Life support's pretty important. So
It
that's
is
good.
pretty important. Basically, each of the systems can be brought to normal, glitching, malfunctioning, wrecked. You see this thing is leaking green vapor and smoke into the void right now.
I think the hull's going to give out before the captain, though.
If
Well, we have another gun to fire.
yeah,
You can fire
JB
the
still gets
gun.
to fire the particle beam.
Yep.
Ben, you said I knocked out its shields, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It has
And you said
no
particle beam.
It has no aft shields anymore.
Well, no. No. This would be Boz. He gets to fire the persistent particle beam on the turret.
No. I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting no shields and particle beam in factory. How fucked this guy is.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
We once got a crit on a section of the shield that wasn't shielded.
Yeah, and
It was
you're
4
about
crit thresholds.
Yeah. So what is your roll?
It's not letting me.
Oh, because you're not. There's not a way to put multiple gunners on here. Yeah, we had to do this manually last time.
Oh, yeah, that was the thing last time.
It's D20 plus ranks in piloting plus dex, right?
Or it can be your bad as well.
My piloting is always going to be better.
Okay.
And what's the damage profile on this? 96.
10d6.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100 again. All right. That is their. Woof. That's their weapons array. Give me a. Let's see, how many guns are there? 1, 2, 3. Give me a D4 roll, Boz. Alright, it's aft gun. Fuck. The aft gun is real fucked up as it tries to make this shot back at you. You see the gyro laser charge up through like a spinning round of salvos, and it spins up to speed and then rips itself apart in a bright red flash as it detonates.
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Ben, you
Man,
have the worst luck.
This guy is having the worst day ever.
All right, we're gonna go back to the top of Starship Combat. And you see rounding a rather large asteroid. You see what this ship was speeding towards. About the same size as you guys. There is a like smooth green Aeon freighter there, which isn't switching layers for some reason. What the fuck? What? I sent it to the token layer, now it's just gone. Okay. Can you guys see this token? Hello? Oh no, is the internet fucking up? Ah, shit. Testing, hello.
Now
Well, I
here.
hear him at least.
Okay, there you go. Alright. That was weird. God, I need a new computer so bad, but it costs money. Anyway. You guys see a smooth new ship round the side of an asteroid. This one is also large, like yours.
I was wondering if thought this was going to be a bit too easy.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Going over to engineering phase.
All right. Next verse, same as the first. Plus
Yeah.
twos to speed and roll for when you move in your action.
Nice.
And I guess now that we've got another in play, I would like to go ahead and use my captain action to encourage our pilot Shaw. You know, it's like, all right. So let me roll the diplomacy check here.
This is a ship coming towards you guys.
I believe a 35 should do it.
And what does the 35 do? Encouragement?
Yeah, I'm encouraging Shaw for piloting.
Hell yeah. That's definitely good.
Also, I just realized we completely forgot about it. The ship does have a Mark III trinode computer, so we have 3+3 bonuses we can add to different rolls.
True.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute since we did this. It's okay. All right.
We should probably use one of them on piloting for movement order.
I was planning to.
Okay,
So with that and those the bonus that, so that'd be a +7 on top of my stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the helm phase.
Do we want to have the VI try and scan the big ship?
Yes, let's do that. So
Right,
plus
let's see if it
24
actually
on
does
that.
it this time. Okay, way lower. So it is going to give you less information. All right. Times the target starship's tier. Okay. You get the compliment. The compliment comes back a little confused because it seems like there is 16 active crew members in there right now. And then based on the pings, you roll just high enough. It seems like there's a lot more people in there, but they're in stasis. You would also know that this thing is pretty slow. It's speed 8, but it is AC 22, and its shields seem a bit better as well. All right, we're gonna do piloting checks.
Okay. I'm going to use one use of the computer on this.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
So with the +7,
39
that'd be
again.
39.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. All right, 32. You
39.
39. Sorry, 39. Small ship go first, then you, then the new ship.
Okay.
They rolled pretty hot. Small ship is gonna just honestly just keep it pushing.
I rolled a 4 on the die.
Just basically gonna go straight past its ally. Now it is you.
Let me see here. Give me 1 second back.
No worries.
Honestly, I don't think, unless I do a I'd have to burn us pretty hard. I don't think we can. We didn't get any information on this thing's weapon systems, right?
No.
You did not.
Right. I kind of want to finish off the small one so we can before
I
we
think
focus.
if we can, that would be the best.
All right. Trying to remember what all of my different stunts that I have access to are.
You will be
Because,
at -5 for them.
Yes, I remember. Come on, why are you like this?
All right.
All right, folks, hang on. This is about to get bumpy. I'm not going to worry about. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. What I am going to do, I'm going to burn us in. I'm taking us in close. This is gonna. This might. Let's finish off the little one. We'll get after the big boy in a minute here. So I'll burn us forward 13.
Mm-hmm.
That will get us out of its forward arc at least.
Yeah, but it gets to move after us.
True. All right, I'll move us to there. I'll say keep, and then I'll take the evasive action one, which is at a -5, but I will do my best.
All right.
I'm also banking that if our ship is unusually agile for its size, I'm also guessing they probably won't be able to turn as well as we will.
That's the hope.
If they can turn as well as we do, that's concerning.
Gotta read the wording on something right quick.
Let me see what check I need to make for the. I will be taking the evasive action after this.
They are going to flip and burn. Basically, move half their speed and then 180 it.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah, so now you are in their forward arc.
Yep.
All right, shooting. It got the best, so it is going to shoot first.
Hang on.
We
so
do
I
have
need to make
evasive actions that needs to go.
Well, hang on. I have to make the
Go ahead.
piloting check.
Make the
So
piloting evasive.
DC is 10 plus 1 1/2 times our. All right, so
10 plus 1.5. Our ship's thing is 31.
yeah, and at -5, that's not great. And the problem is, if I fail by a significant margin, then we actually lose armor class. I am actually not going to do that. Then we might take a hit this round, but if this thing can punch, we've got.
I mean,
pretty
how
heavy
much
shields.
do we have to fail by for us to take a
by 5 or more?
That's very unlikely.
I can try. So 31.
Because
yeah,
just doing the math to get to 36 on the die with piloting, you
my
need
piloting's 28.
a 9.
Okay. All right, I'll try it.
Immediate now one.
Why do you do this to me, Ben?
Well, I don't think you. I think you only.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
I was gonna say, I think you only get the minus on a nat 1. I think on a 2 we even with the 5 lower. But oh, sorry, 1 or 2. But anyway, either way, we succeeded. Okay, let's see what this thing does.
Also, Beans, I will find the rules for it. Our laser net also, if they fire a missile at us, you have an ability to shoot it down with that.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna fire its weapons. Its first forward weapon, a heavy laser net. What is your guys'
AC right now is 33.
33.
And actually, Ben, we are just out of range because it's a 5 hex range.
Oh, that's right. It
you
is
can
5.
only- and you
Well-
cannot. Most weapons you can shoot farther. Laser nets you cannot.
You are still within 5 because it's for,
From its forward edge. I was measuring from
because
the middle.
you're taking up all these spaces because you're large sized.
Right. Because we're big.
Because we're gonna play the game with big ship circles because it's fun. And who's gonna stop me? Anyway, wait, sorry. What'd you say your AC was?
33 right now because I got the evade.
33. Okay, they're gunners. That is gonna be a hit.
Okay.
Grab some d6s right quick. That is going to be 26 damage to your aft shields.
On a 5d6, good lord.
They rolled pretty hot. Nothing was less than like a 4. Well, one was.
All right.
So, what's your breeder shields at now?
94.
Good lord.
They're 120 per facing.
I threw that fucking d20 off the table. Why did I do that? Alright, let's try that again. Okay. It is going to crit with its turret weapon. Its turret weapon is not very good, though, unfortunately.
I think that is fortunate. I'm quite happy with that.
The crit's going to deal 18.
Okay.
You see this thing, like, a smattering of rather ineffective weapons versus your ship, honestly.
The little ship's still in our range.
The little ship is still in your forward arc, yes. And
Our
you,
plan
Alright,
is
fuck
to
'em up.
kill the little
you
ship
guys
first.
are next to shoot.
Okay.
Light them up.
Okay. Why did I close this? I think I should
That
just
answers your
shoot, or should
question.
I use it an ability?
I think I would just say use the forward gun and just bring them down. I don't think we need to, like, because Rin is you're on the second gun this time, right? Oh.
Is it natural one?
I have channel points. I'll give you a reroll for that.
Okay. I believe this is a small ship, correct?
Medium, I think.
Yeah, I'm firing on the small ship, right?
Yes, you're firing on the
Yeah.
small one.
Yeah, I think
But-
if I get anything besides a natural one, it is a success.
That is a success on a 24.
Let me cash in the channel.
How's the little ship looking with 55 extra damage?
You see, again, the laser shoots forward. It seemed to have recovered a tiny amount of aft shielding, but not nearly enough, as just in a fireball, it is ripped to pieces. Presumably the last remaining specialist is Dunzo.
Is Boz on the turret? I can't.
He is, in
remember.
fact.
Yep,
Okay.
turret goes in any direction.
Alright.
Where is he gonna shoot?
And if you're so inclined, just before you do it, you are, because they are within range of our laser net, if you want to do the broadside, you can fire everything, if you are so inclined.
What's the laser net do?
5d6 damage.
Yeah.
So
I don't think we need it.
Okay.
Christ.
you do have the computer if you want to add that.
+2 or +3?
3.
We'll add it. For 28.
That's 28. Yeah.
All right. Okay. That is 25, 28, so that is going to be a hit. To its forward shields. Go ahead and roll damage. Its forward shields seem to flicker and die.
I think we may have been afraid of the ship for nothing.
This does not seem to be a combat ship.
No, it does not.
It's like the ship shows up. It's like pick on someone your own size, and we just
To
shrug
be
off its
fair,
shots and
our
hit
ship
it
is
just as hard
not.
from behind.
Our
Our
ship
ship is
is quite good.
I've done some crazy shit. Nix and I have been brewing.
At the top
Our
of
ship is quite good.
at the top of the round, you guys see a sparkling lightning vortex appear behind this ship. You guys see a gargantuan beast rip out of the drift, pulling the currents behind it. As you guys see your first look in person at an Oma.
Oh, hello.
That thing looks awesome.
Here is the...
How do you spell that?
Yes.
O-
Let us respect it from a
OMA.
distance.
This is its full art.
All right, yeah, that does look pretty badass.
All right, cool. We're gonna roll presumably engineering checks.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do overpower this round. Can I get points on that? That somehow failed.
If someone wants to get points.
If not, that's fine. But
I got one more.
okay.
All right.
Spent. Oh my goodness.
One of those days. All right. Nothing happens. I would like to open communications with the OMA if possible.
All right. You hail the Oma. It takes a bit, but you get at the moment just an audio entering, but you hear a voice say, "This is the edge of perdition. Are you an allied ship, or are you with these bastards in green?"
We are an allied ship. We have just taken out a smaller ship fleeing the planet's surface.
You presume they're like scanning it as they're going. Very well. We will talk more after the fight. Alright. Everyone has done engineering stuff. We're gonna go to the helm.
I'll use a computer on this.
Oh, I could have used computers on my 35. I just realized.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, that's fine.
Alright, pilot. Or I can't. Find my
You don't have the
pen.
-5 anymore for what it's worth on anything.
No. Ugh. My rolls today have
Hey.
not been kind. So,
It's
33.
what, 33, yeah.
3. Alright. The enemy is going to pilot first. And I don't know if the science officers scan it as well. Forgot to do that. Okay, the VI got a nat 1. Cool. Alright, can't change the past, I guess. Now it's gonna be you guys and then the OMA.
Okay. I'm just gonna... I have to do this one tile at a time here, because our turning circle is so tight, I can actually rotate us. I'm going to put us right here. I'm not going to use the full movement. And then just put us right in this thing's ribs. And then for giggles, I'll take the evade action.
Alright.
We're good.
Hell yeah. Give me 1 second. One thing you quickly notice, it seems like the Oma, despite its massive size, has perfect maneuverability as it goes through the void.
I'm glad they're on our side.
Yeah.
All right. If anyone's, we can look at it afterwards. You guys could make some checks on this thing. Feel like, what the fuck's going on? Okay. Alright, you guys move there. Actually, it'll move 1 down instead. There we go. You hear the same voice, so it's like, if you can take out, its starboard shields, the one facing you guys.
It should be doable.
So.
And he's gonna basically cede to let like you guys shoot first before they do.
I'm betting this thing's bite is probably more effective against non-shielded sections.
That would be my guess, yeah.
Four batteries, open fire.
Can Yo give any boosts to our attacks, or?
Yep, that's what I was going to do. Is like I was going to go
yeah.
ahead and encourage. Yep, go ahead and encourage our first attack here. Diplomacy. Oh yeah, we good. We good.
God damn. You guys are hella confident in these shots. All right. Cool.
I think Scythe is suddenly
Scythe,
enthused
you
at the
wanna-
prospect of being able to terminate meat bags by the shipload.
Yeah, for real. Scythe, you want to launch your
Yeah.
laser?
I just
And remember,
imagine it's
you
like Yo's standing like behind like the gutter station, and you just see like all 4 of their hands just like finger guns just going rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat.
Should I just
You
do
do
a
have
standard attack, or
computers.
should
Oh
I?
yeah, the
Yeah.
finger guns is great. Just 4 finger guns. All right, sorry.
Is it broadside time, or am I just firing the forward gun?
Just the forward gun, I think, because one, that's our most powerful weapon.
God
man.
damn.
And then +3 puts it at 38.
That is absolutely
Plus-
gonna
decent.
hit.
However much from diplomacy, also. Yeah, that's
Oh goodness.
a lot.
Their starboard shields disintegrate in a overloaded flash of green. As the base of the beam is held for a second, like motionless, and then punches through and damages the actual hull. You see the ship is starting to smoke. You hear a voice say,
Okay, I think
"Good." And then you
Oh, we got-
hear.
Well, Ren gets to shoot too.
Oh, sorry, Ray,
we
go
do
ahead.
get one more shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck him up. Rin. Are you going to blow this thing's hull points away? Unless, did he step away? I don't think he
JB,
did.
did you mute yourself?
Sorry, I was getting something.
You're good. Your shot.
We have one more use of the computer if you want it.
So that puts it to 30.
That'll hit for sure.
32 with the encouragement.
Oh yeah, that's true. 36.
God damn.
We built a good ship.
Alright, this thing is farther damaged. Which gun is it that you're shooting?
The particle beam.
Beam. Alright.
yeah.
The like scintillating beam punches through like deck plates, metal bubbling and boiling. And then it is the Oma. you see its jaws open wide. It is going to crit.
Fucking hell.
It's going to do 72 damage as you see it rips the ship in half with its jaws.
Technically, we did more damage on our turn.
Yes, but
that's still monstrous.
It like shakes its head,
Yeah, but I had finger guns.
tosses it away, and then it detonates a brief moment after. We think it probably had like a dead man switch type of thing.
Okay.
Hard to know if that's standard issue or not because you guys blew the other one up by so many hit points that it could have easily just exploded. Hard to say.
Can you remind me what the name of the Oma was?
Yes.
Is the Edge of Perdition, I think?
Edge of Perdition.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's okay. Well,
That's metal as hell.
This was my suggestion for your guys' ship name, and then I stole it when you
and I
guys didn't choose it. I was like, "That's rad as fuck. I'm gonna use that."
Yes, you should. It just wasn't. I like it. It just wasn't. I don't think it was the vibe we were going for.
yeah,
Like,
and
so,
to be fair,
oh, go ahead.
we spent probably 2 or 3 days just going back and forth on names.
Oh yeah, you and I. To the rest of the thing, like Nix and I were having like a multi-day philosophical discussion on what the name should be for this thing.
Yeah, but Edge of Perdition is a great name for a ship.
I love
no
it.
question.
That's cool. Yeah. I was like, I knew it sounded familiar.
Glad you guys like it.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. You hear the Oma captain. You guys make your way back to the station. We will discuss.
Of course.
Understood. Returning to surface.
You see, begins to slowly but surely enter the atmosphere behind you guys. Just this huge fucking creature.
Which is in itself impressive because I don't think most dreadnoughts can enter the atmosphere.
I will say it does. It's not like it is like on the edge, but it does get pretty close.
Okay. All right, I'll bring us down nice and easy back to the trading post.
Yeah, I'll fix up our little bit of damage to the shields as we go.
Yeah, Ben, I did not. After some of the other encounters, I did not skimp on the shields for this thing. It'll recharge over time at this point, but yeah, I'll just go ahead and put them back to full.
Hell yeah. Okay. As you guys are touching down, you see you guys the first time there's a couple other landing pads in this trading town. Not like a lot, but a couple. There are, for lack of a better word, and I don't have art for these, I should probably commission them, but I'm going to describe them to you anyway. For lack of a better word, drop ships. As you see, kind of landing on one of the living landing pads next to you, is what appears to be a, like, levitating manta ray. But that is patterned and of the same material on its surface as tortoiseshell.
Sorry, can you say that again?
It's like a giant manta ray dropship. Just looks like the animal.
Yeah.
You don't see an entrance yet.
Where is the turtle stuff?
Specifically on its underbelly and its top. And kind of its wings that are sticking out aren't armored.
Okay. Cool. I'll need to figure out the name of that one at some point, but...
Okay. Alright, it touches down. We find ourselves back at the colony. Pretty quickly, Corum comes running the fuck up. You see, he's got the rifle kind of slung over his shoulder, and he's like, "We saw the explosions from down here. They are destroyed?"
Yes, they are. There was another ship waiting for them out in the asteroids.
Another ship? What kind of ship?
Well,
I'll bring up the images. I would imagine we have like footage.
yeah, it's now been destroyed by the Oma that
There's
is
like
above
a
us.
bunch of files you have
As
to
he
go
like
through
looks
that's,
up
like,
into the sky to see like the huge fucking Oma, give me a Seismoto check on him.
This is something I'm notoriously good at. 12. Solid.
You think he's like, oh yeah, there's a ship up there.
Cool.
Yeah, we're rolling hot today.
To be fair, Yo got a 24.
That's
even
true.
on the roll of an 8.
Yo, you think that Corum is excited to see this ship, but there is like a apprehension, or maybe like
You cut out again, Ben.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a slight air of apprehension, or even like awe.
By the way, Corum, what are the smaller dropships called?
He's like looking up at the Oma. He's like, what? Huh?
The dropships. What creature are they? Oh, and the landing pads, if you have it off the top of your head.
He is going to tell you that the manta ray ones. I'm gonna have to hold on. I gotta find it in my notes. Is a Corial mobula.
Okay. Do you have the spelling for that?
I do.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
He
Okay,
is
that's
like. He's like colloquially they have all sorts of other names. Armored rays being one.
Okay.
What was your other question? Sorry.
The landing pad ones. I assume it's some type of coral because those are the only things that have tentacles and carapace, but well, not exactly carapace, but you know, the equivalent. But I'm not sure.
Actually, I hadn't considered coral as part of it, but that is very cool, and I'm gonna say that that's true.
Yeah. Stony coral are kind of the only type of creature that has both the tentacle and the carapace type thing. It's very interesting. I definitely didn't do a bunch of research into things that might have that today because I was trying to figure out for drawing.
Okay. What do we call it? He tells you that they are called shrieking corals.
What?
All right. You see kind of just like the mouth of the manta open really low. And more clearly members of the Biocracy stroll out. Although looking at these ones, you can tell that this is like the actual Biocracy military.
Okay.
You see their uniform consists of like a deep blue set of like flight fatigues. Like one, kind of like one suit type of thing. However, at kind of in a contrast to the Aslantean, like these like full plated suits, you see they have kind of elected to have plating over like elbows, joints, and like vital areas. Like calves, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You see that the padding itself, padding's not the right word. It is like armor. It looks like maybe it was harvested from like clams or something. It just kind of gleams like abalone, like that like reflective pearlescent sheen. If you guys know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You see the one in the front. Basically, there are two at his back. These appear to be guards. You see they have some sort of rifle slung over their backs, but they are each carrying a long pole arm. Specifically, it looks like a what are they called? A Bec de Corbin, those weapons.
Okay.
Like basically like a medieval hook on one side and like a hammer on the other side with a spear tip coming out of the top, just like triple threat type stuff. I can't believe I actually got that right. I was thinking Bec de Corbin. I thought that was wrong, so I had to Google it. Captain Trison appears largely
How do you spell that name?
unarmed. I will type it in chat.
Wonderful.
But it's pronounced like Tri-Sin, I guess is how I would say it. As he's approaching, Corum kind of takes a knee and is just like, Captain Trison, it is a pleasure to have you at the trading post. You see this man, same uniform as the others, although he appears to have like various shiny decorations on the armor that might be like some sort of biotic metals. You see that just kind of stretched from like covering the sorry, I'm losing myself in the description here because I'm just doing it with my hands. He basically has one of those like full eye patch style things, like it wraps around the whole head. It's covering the top third of his face and right eye. But you can tell that it is some sort of like flattened jellyfish. And you can almost like see his eye behind it, like it's a little translucent. As Corum finishes his bow, you see Captain Trison kind of like waves away the gesture, seeming like not super caring right now. Turns to you all. I am Captain Trison of the Edge of Perdition. I was told that our outpost here would be under attack, and it would appear that those reports were well-founded. Corum, you were right to use those emergencies. I see Corum kind of looks relieved at that. Just like that was like a big...
Hello?
Ben?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Before we get into the full conversation, could we take our bathroom break?
Yeah, let's take a bathroom break here.
Wonderful.
Ooh, cool.
This is a good pausing point. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. All right. We're on the ground. Back on the planet's surface. Okay. You guys have just been introduced to Captain Trison. What is your next move?
I think Fine is gonna wave and just say, "Hello, I'm Refine."
You know,
Yo is just going to sort of like roll their eyes. That just like, oh, it's like
Okay. Okay. It looks like it's working for now. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck it's doing.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
it's all right. So yeah, Yo would pull out one of their business cards, give a gracious bow, and holding on to it with all four hands, hold out to the captain, saying like, "I am the communications officer, Yo. Pleasure to meet you."
He takes your hand and shakes it. Is it the lot of you that we have to thank for Quorum's timely warning?
indeed.
I don't know if you're behind the warning, but we are the ones who killed the ones while they were on the planet.
We're the crew of the Argent Horizon. We were here on a trade mission originally, and ended up helping out with we found some strange goings on around here.
It does
We-
not seem we're live to me, Ben. By the way,
What?
I'm
It
showing it
seems-
as live.
Yeah, it seems live on my end.
no idea then.
Odd.
Either way, if it's live for you all, that's what matters.
The internet is being machine spirit is cantankerous tonight.
Yeah. Either way,
Pleasure to meet you. My name's Shaw, and we'll offer him a hand.
He'll take your hand. Sorry, hold on. I feel like it's not live now.
well, I mean, if you know, other people are getting the stream going, and
It's frozen for me. Okay. I think it's working now. Does it seem like it's working on your end, James?
I see the play timer is moving,
Okay. Well,
and your
that's-
face is moving.
Okay, that's something. All right. Sorry. What were we doing? What was your question?
No, I just I introduced myself and gave him the general things that we originally were out here on a trade mission, but ended up we're not averse to a little bit of mercenary work and helped out Mr. Coram here with. Apparently, you have some interesting folks in the back in the jungles here.
Well, you have seen them now.
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, Ben, we were talking about this. Can I do a quick roll to see if I've heard anything through the grapevine back in my military days about the Star Empire?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it would just be like social
Yes.
or culture. Not great, but oh well.
What'd you get? Okay, there we go. 15.
A shockingly good roll for a Shaw's culture roll. With my mighty +2.
You would know that there is certainly a rumor that they have a massive Imperial fleet, easily equaled to the Pact Worlds and Veskarium combined. You would also know that it has been a long time since this happened, but the first contact between the Aslanti Star Empire and the Vesk essentially resulted in the Veskarium, their colony of Najin Korazias. They basically built one unknowingly near Empire-controlled space, and the Aeon Guard conquered the colony. Its entire population was enslaved or slaughtered. And when scout ships were sent to interact with them, they were like immediately destroyed with such overwhelming violence that the Veskarium basically abandoned that colony.
Oh, lovely.
Which is not exactly a common thing for the Vesk.
All right.
It's definitely a bit unexpected to run into Aslanti poachers.
They are not poachers. They are scouts looking for any foothold into our holdings.
Oh. Okay.
Gorham, would you care to explain to them what exactly we are doing here? He says, well, my friends, I have not revealed everything to you. I have told you about the Emil biocracy, about our counselors, and indeed our traders have welcomed you here. That being said, this outpost, it is indeed for us to get more supplies, more goods, more trading things we can do, but Karachi Station is made, or was made, to hopefully be some sort of olive branch if other parties, like indeed you all have, the Pact Worlds, came to us. We would have a viable location to talk and trade and get on as do governments who could become allies should. It was decided, perhaps rashly. It seems it's not really working now. You see that Captain Trison just like snorts at that. We didn't want to give away to new allies that the biocracy is in a desperate struggle, a war for the continuation of our culture and our citizens. Those were not poachers. They were members of the Aeon Guard, as you all might have already surmised. Guards, soldiers, infiltrators that work for the Aslanti Star Empire. The Empire is a militaristic, xenophobic, elitist group. They are certainly, at least it's seemingly, some branch of humanity like us that was scattered to the stars however many years ago, as are other human factions that are found throughout our galaxy. But their twin emperors, the Star Imperators, well, they are eager to expand at a more rapid pace than has been the case previously. Now the society has wrapped up various species into their fold. Some they let work as sort of a lesser class. Others are slaves. Nothing more, nothing less. I think they see us as too much of a rival to that expansion. I do not foresee much of a rolling in to to their empire should they conquer us. The captain kind of like lets out a breath through his nose, just like, so now you know the truth. Go ahead.
Oh, go no, please. Actually, well, Charlotte's saying, I understand that's their neighbors. That's going to be particularly difficult. The Vescar, from my time in the military, the Vescarium had some interactions with them as well, in much in the same way, purely hostile. So.
Your ship is quite impressive.
Thank you. We worked quite hard on putting it together.
We're very proud of it.
Yep, she's a beaut.
Certainly believe that you all are more mercenary than trader.
What?
Mercenary has kind of a negative connotation to it. I prefer the term freelancer.
Just smiles.
How do I put this? The weapons and defensive capabilities are not the most impressive thing about our vessel.
We move quick and we move lots of cargo quickly. Might be a bit easier to show you. And I'll open the rear cargo hatch and show Captain Trison the the
enormous,
much bigger than it should be interior to this ship.
He kind of like lets out a whistle through his teeth. Just now that is by the way, an impressive trick.
Which is still, funnily enough, packed with all of the creatures and other things we've loaded up before getting ready to head back to the Pack Worlds during that fight.
Yes.
So
there is a large Oronite spider just kind of sitting in there.
Mm-hmm. So generally speaking, yeah. So I'll give you a little bit of background. We had a long run in history trying to become essentially independent traders. It was not an easy. I look to refine. It was not an easy journey. So, but between being tradesmen and on occasion, shall we say, for the right price, I don't think any of us would be necessarily averse to the occasional bit of mercenary work. Freelance is a good way of describing it. Be it moving cargo or occasionally moving bodies, that's a thing we can do.
Very well. I have a proposition for all of you. You could stay and work with me and others in the Biocracy military as security. I would find a way to pay you what we could. I'm sure there are many items we have that others of your packed worlds would hunger for. What say you?
Well, we want everybody to buy in on this. I would need to be able to at least return and take this cargo back. I'm on contract for this. We are here under employ. I think perhaps as long as we have occasional dispensation. So I should also mention our ship is quite quick. We can negotiate the drift quickly, even in spite of the current
problems
it's having.
You see, he kind of glances back at his like guard officers, like whatever they are to him, and they kind of look at each other knowingly. They're like, so that is not just an effect out here.
Very much.
Oh no, it's been bad.
It's been the rides can be quite bumpy. So I think we would be okay. I'll have to, I look to the team. We'll all have to buy in on this. This isn't just, I'd like to make sure everybody's good with it. I'd be interested. I would like to occasionally be able to make trade runs back to the Packed Worlds. I could be able to use the opportunity to pick up other supplies and things you might require. This load I do have to return. I am under contract for that.
We have to return this load. I'm very interested in the work. I would love to learn more about the biocracy as technologies. If we return back, we may also be able to establish a more regular trade line from the woman who is contracting us to do this trade run. If
Indeed.
Karachi Station would be open to maintaining a regular trade with the Packed Worlds.
Because, yes, we're currently here under representation from two different corporate executives at the moment. One is interested in some of the terraforming technologies, and others more interested in the consumer goods and in the mining techniques. If we can bring this back and show that we can deliver on that, we may be able to establish more regular income for you overall as well.
Kind of rubs his chin. That would greatly aid us in our cause.
We're definitely. I look to Rin, Scythe, and to Yo. Would you all be interested in staying out here on occasion, doing a bit of security work after we make this particular trip?
A
You're very good
declaration.
at shooting things.
I would enjoy killing more Aeon meatbags.
Sounds good to me.
You probably need to ask the two people on the crew who are the most eager to shoot things.
Incredible.
I want to make sure. I had this discussion with Ben. I want to make sure everybody's got a seat at the table for this. But all right.
We're serving the violence people violence. It's gonna work.
Right, and Yo's more than happy to go along because they know that, more work means more opportunities for them to move up in the ranks of their organization.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think you can count on us for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can make this trip, yes, we'd be happy to help you out. And go ahead.
We do have a few questions to ask.
Very well.
Still, but well, I guess one of the first ones is if we are going to be returning to work with you, is there a nearby drift beacon? It won't fix everything, but it'll make it slightly easier for us.
We don't use drift beacons in the way that you do. We've always found...
hearing that, Refine is suddenly even more interested than before. There
are currents, eddies, pathways through the drift, naturally occurring. It is possible, if difficult, to sail those, especially with beasts that know the way. He looks up at the ship in low orbit, basically.
Would I have heard anything about these during my time living there?
Give me a... I feel like it would be mysticism or just society.
I do have reduced the DC to identify knowledge about the drift properties.
Okay.
And on that skill, it gives me mysticism as a class skill, so I imagine it would be mysticism.
Yeah, it usually is for the drift.
34.
I reduce the DC by 5. Okay. Here's the breakdown. In our little homebrew here.
Sure.
Because there might be contradictory stuff in the real lore Starfinder, but
Yeah.
what Refine heard having lived out there in the drifts? First of all, it was possible for you to live out there. Like, there are pockets in the drift where that's entirely reasonable. There are most assuredly currents and such as this guy's talking about. You growing up there is like, or you living there, it's widely believed that that is like an unusable piece of knowledge. Like, those systems are so randomized and like esoteric as to be almost unusable. It's just far more easy, and frankly makes more sense to everyone you've ever known to use drift beacons. Priests of Triune do their best to spread them farther and farther out from the Pact Worlds, making travel gradually easier.
I mean, that's what I did for a while. It was helping out with that, so.
That drift beacons often they're making like largely a point-to-point network. It's possible to go places where there aren't drift beacons, sure, but it's definitely harder. And even then, you're kind of using whatever ones are nearby to triangulate.
I think after hearing this guy say that about the drift, Refine just like stops interacting and just starts like almost doing work trying to process this information. Just like completely turns away, like entirely now focused on this new information instead of the entire previous conversation.
Shaw would look to the two, to Corum and Trison. If that's the case, would you have an objection if we request the Priest of Triune place a drift beacon out here that would assist trade coming from the Pact Worlds? I recognize that might be a question for your government at a higher level, but that is a thing we could at least start putting people's ears, perhaps.
I'd have to talk to the councilman, the council in general.
We'll hold off on that until you give us an approval. But at least something that, again, we're working for a pair of corporation leads here. They could probably call in some favors. I don't want to overpromise, but it's at least something I could try to help you out with, if you are so inclined. So
I will see. I imagine we'll have to reconvene after you return.
We'll be as quick as we can. And I suppose while we're at it, we can also bring other trade goods in, because I know there were certain items that we were bringing from the Pact Worlds that you all were interested in. If there's other particular items, again, if I'm making a trade run, I'm very happy to see what else we can do to make the trip worthwhile. And then when we get back, we'll be very happy to work security for you.
Do you want us to come back to meet you here, or do you want us to meet you somewhere else in the past?
You can come here, and Corum can direct you to somewhere else in the Biocracy.
Okay.
Understood.
Very well. You have done much for us. Perhaps it is time you go on your way.
Understood. We'll be back as quick. We'll be back as quick as we can.
You really use the currents in the drift.
He kind of arches an eyebrow at you. You see what looks to be blue lightning, little sparks seem to dance under the skin of that like jellyfish across his face.
Fascinating.
Corum, we will discuss things while we are here. Is there anything else you all need?
Oh, we need to give you the bone.
Oh yes, the dragon we found out there.
You see,
they were making
Tryson kind of frowns. He's like, "The bone?"
We found where we found the Aeon God. There was a skeleton out there, and I'll bring up my tablet and I can show them the or my pad computer and show them the image, and then if we want to produce some of the bones from it. It's ordinarily what I'd associate with one of the dragons of Triaxis, far out here. I didn't know if it might be of some significance to you all. We marked the location.
He looks kind of not overly interested. I was like, oh, I don't know. Corum, take it and sequence it. He's like, it will be done. Yeah, he takes it away to seemingly like sequence whatever DNA is in there.
Okay.
All right.
There's nothing else. Shall we get underway?
Well, no time like the present, Captain.
Is there any type of good you particularly need?
Oh yes.
Any valuables, precious metals, things to trade that we could bring to other species in the vast near us? Or, I suppose, if you have weapons of interest, I will say that is one area I don't think we are lacking necessarily.
If we see something of if there's something I think that might particularly catch your eye or something particularly difficult to get, I'll keep an eye out for you. But otherwise, we'll focus on trade goods.
Very well. You see that he does like a little bow towards you. He's like, I wish you safe travels.
You as well. Thank you for your visit. Thank you for working with us. It's been a pleasure.
It has indeed. I see he turns on his heels with his 2 soldiers and follows Corum into town.
Yes, we'll take off probably.
All right. You take off. You head out into the atmosphere, kind of past the edge of perdition, this huge space whale. You get
even as you fly by, even like Shaw is just like kind of awestruck at that huge creature, and then the fact that it's being piloted and commanded by other folks. I think he's, for those of you on the bridge, you kind of see like the spacers kind of awe in his eyes going by, something like that.
I think Refine has been in the engine room since going onto the ship and is just trying to figure out how one might use those drift currents unsuccessfully.
Yeah, it's like as you're staring, Shaw, you'll see Yo will hold up their data pad and snap a couple pictures. It's like, man, I wonder if Lupin's ever seen anything like this.
Shaw smiles. Possibly. Yeah. He'll look over at Yo. You ask one of the reasons why I do this job. This is one of those things. You don't get to see stuff like this cooped up on Absalom.
Ain't that the truth? That's why I started working with the consortium. Got tired of pickpocketing on Absalom Station, and a couple things happened, and gentleman gave me an opportunity to see the galaxy.
Shaw nods. That's one of the reasons I had you on board. The consortium doesn't take, amateurs on board, so happy to have you on board.
Well, it's like here. I figure, keep doing enough work, I'll start rising up in the ranks. I hope to be number one day.
Well, I'll start somewhere.
All right. You begin to pilot your way out a little bit farther past the planet to make a jump into the drift as you fire up the drift engines.
All right. So is it 1d6 going back to Absalom Station?
It's always a d6.
All right. So divide that by 3, so we make it in
2.
a little under a day and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or about a little under 2 days. My bad. Math is hard.
You see the familiar colors and swirls of the drift open to you as your ship begins to move in. Shaw, give me a piloting check.
The piloting rolls have not been on point today.
You begin to steer your ship into the drift as the portal starts to close behind you. The argent horizon is rocked side to side violently. You look out, try to study the instruments. Refine. Give me an engineering check.
Terrible roll. Oh my gosh.
Do you want to re-roll for that?
I don't think it's worth using the last one we've got.
Okay.
You stand up. You're still in the engine compartment, correct?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna kind of switch us over to the ship view while we're here. All right. You're getting rocked in the pilot's nest up there. Refine, in the engine compartment, you begin to see sparks dancing over the reactor housing, over the keyboard, over indeed Espy and other metal surfaces in the room. It begins to smell more and more strong, lingering scent of ozone.
Refine is instantly just gonna open comms and say we've got a problem.
On that engineering check, your fingers fly over the keyboards back here. You take measurements, you see the gauges. On a 31, it doesn't seem to add up. Things are clearly running, but there are indications that they are not. Some part of the system must be malfunctioning, but you can't quite pin it down. I'm going to go over farther up in the ship. Scythe, taking apart one of your massive armaments, you begin to see pieces of it are floating away as if the artificial gravity is no longer in place.
Huh.
Give me a perception check.
Well, that can't be good.
On a 28, you get a strange feeling. First of all, there's kind of like you are an inorganic person, really.
Mm-hmm.
You have sensor suites, various optics, things to analyze the world around you. You feel almost a prickle over the back of your neck. It feels like something large is behind you. It's impossible. You're in your chambers. It's a small room. And yet you can't shake that feeling, even as the ship gives another massive rattling back and forth. The multicolored paths of the drift outside seem almost sickly as you look out at them, Rin. Give me a mysticism check. Green. If you're talking, you're muted.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were still talking to Scythe.
No, to Rin. Give me a mysticism check. On a 42, you look out into the drift, and you see not only the multicolored bits. Sometimes when you're in the drift, you see land masses passing by, chunks of water, fire, bits that have ripped off of the other planes. That's how drift travel works. Every portal takes a small chunk from somewhere and pulls it into the drift itself. But it doesn't matter when the realms are infinite. The material plane the universe stretches on, the elemental planes, doesn't usually matter. But in and amongst all of that, as you look through, you see there are things drifting between the clouds of color and matter. At first you think maybe birds. That doesn't really make sense in here. Like maybe some kind of creature pulled in from the plane of air. And then your eyes lock onto them. And you see flitting between the various sections, there are arcane runes. The language of the universe. All of the magic you practice, this is what it comes down to in the end. The code that underwrites everything. And yet, it's not usually so visible. Alright. Yo.
Well, I think...
One sec.
So I think... Oh, sorry.
Yo, as you are at your station in the cockpit with them, give me a sense motive check.
All right. Oof, 19.
Our rolls have not been kind today.
You can't put your finger on it, but either something out there or something in here, something feels actively hostile towards you. With all these things in mind, Rin, what were you going to say?
I ask, is passing that check, do I think there's anything I can do in the moment to help?
I think you're kind of at a loss as to like why is this happening?
I just sit back in my recliner, start laughing, and like get out a bottle of like whiskey.
Shaw, the ship rocks again, almost inverting. Give me a piloting check.
There we go.
You manage to wrest control back into your hands. You realize that it is too hostile in here. Whatever is going on, it is wrong. It shouldn't be happening. Either you need to bail soon, somewhere random, maybe somewhere out even in an empty space, not near your planet, or you need to turn back and try to drop out of the drift near Facundus 1.
Yeah, you'll speak up, and sounding a bit uncertain, they'll be like, Captain, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it.
Neither do I, and on both counts, we're going back, folks.
Give
Better
me
that we return. Go ahead.
In engineering, give me an engineering check. From Refine.
39.
Refine. You narrow things down. Your drift engine is cycling in some sort of weird way, and you desperately go to work keeping it as within acceptable ranges as you can.
Do I think there's a way I could have SB be doing this?
I would say yes, but she's gonna have to make another engineering check.
No, I mean me doing it through SB, but me being in a different location, basically.
Okay. Well, where are you trying to go?
I would like Refine to go sit on the top of the ship to try and figure out, basically, as we're exiting the drift, if they can see anything specifically that might be causing this, or if it's just like ambient drift stuff.
All right. So you're trying to get out, like basically between the ship and your shields in like that semi-safe bubble.
Yeah, I mean, Refine can just survive in the drift.
Yeah,
ambiently,
for sure.
as long as creatures don't attack.
Yeah. She can certainly survive there. There's just other factors going on.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But like specifically, the drift, in fact, even provides sustenance for Refine with some of Refine's background stuff.
You through the nearest airlock you can.
It's the front one up here by the bridge. I think Super goes like Shaw. Would you have told Shaw that you can like sort of? I would that have.
I don't think so. I think it hasn't really come up before.
Yeah, like, I would.
What the hell are you doing?
For Refine, this is not like a weird thing to be doing. Just like turns on the mag boots, starts like walking out the ship.
For the love of God, don't leave the air. Out of character, please. For the love of God, don't leave the airlock. Just poke your head out. But all right, do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, Refine's just gonna basically like sit over the edge of the airlock, trying to figure out with the mag boots on, kind of keeping them attached to the ship, trying to, as we leave the drift, see what's going on.
So you're still standing on the edge of the airlock, just like looking out.
Yeah, basically.
So you don't want to be on top of the ship anymore.
I'm
not gonna say one's better than the other. I need to know. What do you think?
Probably, given all the weird stuff going on, Refine would stay within the lock. But looking out.
All right. Scythe, do you think you are heading to the bridge or staying back there for now?
I'm not trying to me personally don't think this is going to be successful, but I think Scythe would try to cycle through all of his sensors and see, like, is there something in his room? Is there a, stealth rancor in my room?
Interesting.
I don't know.
Stealth rancor. Give me another perception check. I think you do a thorough sweep of your room. You're sure nothing's in here, and you begin to think that whatever it might be is outside the ship.
Okay. With that knowledge, I think I will go to the bridge then.
Scythe comes sprinting up. Shaw, give me another piloting check.
Oh, God damn it. All right, I'm re-rolling that one.
Okay. Eager to see what it is.
Yeah, hang on. Spending the point. Better.
You're able to finish the kind of roundabout turn that you started. You're heading back towards where you entered the drift. You're almost there. Scythe reaches the bridge. Everyone in the party, give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Shaw is just laser focused on piloting right now.
All right. Scythe.
I don't know what's going on.
Scythe, you're basically just like, you don't know what's happening, but you start cycling through possibilities in your mind of like, okay, what gun do I need to hop on? Which gunnery station am I using? Something's clearly wrong. But you're focusing on that aspect. Rin, you see more of those runes spiraling around. Shaw, you are too focused on this banking turn and heading back. Yo. Actually, we'll come to Yo last in that 20. Refine on a 38. You see this a beat after Yo, as Yo saw in the turn. But as the ship has now kind of rotated 180 along its axis here, going back the other way, you're leaning out of the airlock looking back, and you see that the clouds have stabilized behind you, and then you realize that's wrong. They haven't. The clouds energy and the drift have not stabilized in this. You realize that, I mean, you've seen it happen before. Chunks of various physical realms get pulled in. There is a enormous solid object behind you guys in the drift. It's caught up between arcs of arcane lightning and runes and just various forms of matter changing, like water. It's triple point, boiling, gas, liquid. And as you see that, you get a chill, seeing something that is so much larger than your vessel. Yo, before the ship completes the turn completely, you see that same object, but on that nat 20, you see two details that Refine did not. One is that it appears to be moving in the same direction you guys are, albeit farther back and slower. And two, its hull, body, whatever it is made of a pale green teal metallic surface, much like the ships that you already fought.
Captain, looks like we got company.
Can I?
What do you do? You hear him say it?
I'm gonna keep making for the exit portal. Like, bring it up on senses.
On it.
I'm gonna say, give me a computers check. Unfortunately, Refine is probably... Refine, do you think you're coming back in now? What are you doing? Because I think
I think having seen that, Refine is sprinting back to the engines room.
Okay, you sprint back to the engines room to keep things going hot. Give me a computers check from Yo.
Not good.
You're trying to run the sensors. Like I'm not getting a lot. I don't know how this operates. I think you can flick on the VI.
Yeah, let's use. I'll have we can have the computer do it.
You see the VI kind of like artificial voice is just like data scrambled, hard to process. We're getting interference. There's something back there. Something. It appears to be a ship. And then you see just like the rest of its readouts are just like zeroed out. It can't get anything else on that roll. Just knows that there is a.
I'm going to make back towards the entrance as quick as we can.
You give me one last piloting check as you try to drop out of the drift where you started.
All right, that's acceptable.
It's rough, and on the exit you feel drag, resistance. Not really something you feel in space or in the drift. It feels more like an in-atmosphere pull. You're pretty confident like there is things peppering off you, maybe asteroids, micrometeors. The ship's getting dinged up, but it's mostly being deflected by the shields. And as you drop back out, roll percentage here. You jump back in. Not immediately next to the planet, but pretty close. You can see on your, like long range scopes, that the edge of perdition hovering over the outpost. You, much like when you first pinged the outpost when you got here, it reaches out to you. You hear, like the comms officer, whoever took you guys in last time before he went and got Corum. Is this, the, Argent Horizon you're back already? Well, that's...
So, before I answer that, look to you. What did you see? I looked... Like, I would have... Would Shaw... let me rephrase that. Did Shaw, like, see, like, You mentioned that something is behind us, right?
You're asking Yo if I mentioned it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm not entirely sure. It's like, I don't know if it was like a ship or another one of those creature things, and it had this weird, like, shiny skin, and they're trying to do their best to describe it to you, but you can tell they just can't find the words.
Refine is just gonna say it looked like a massive Aslanti ship.
We had severe interference with our jump into the drift. There's possibly a massive Aslanti ship incoming.
Alright, make your way in. You hear like it goes to static. You begin to power towards the planet. You hear, someone's hailing you again, basically.
Oh.
From the planet, or?
From the planet.
Yeah. Accepted.
You, this time it's not just the audio one, it's one of the hologram messages. You see a 3D representation. Sorry, excuse me. You see a 3D representation of Captain Trison. You see that the jellyfish thing over his eye is, like, actively throwing off sparks, and his head is moving so fast from, like, screen, like, floating holographic screen, giving orders to someone. He is, like, just processing things so fucking fast. And in between doing all of that, he still has time to direct a message where he's like, "What's going on? I have been told there is something coming."
We're not sure exactly what happened. We suffered severe interference with our jump. There was something large. It was right in our way. And I'll look back to Yo and then to Refine. They said it had the same hull coloring as the Aslanti ships we encountered.
The sensors on the edge of perdition, they have also shown us that something is wrong in the drift.
Something is very wrong with the drift. I don't know exactly. We're making our way back down to the surface.
We don't
now.
know if it's tied to the thing that was in there behind us, but something's definitely wrong in there. And there's also potentially separate but potentially connected a massive ship. It was bigger than the Oma, right, Ben? Or was it about the same size?
Oh, well larger.
Much, much larger than the Edge of Perdition that was behind us in Aslanti colors.
The Monitor, the swift small craft you took out first. How long did it take you to get to it?
Quickly, like in a couple, like 15 seconds maybe.
It took at least 2 minutes to get to the spaceport.
Oh, was it? Oh, I was thinking from when we took off. Yeah, like a minute, maybe 2.
I don't understand how. You see, like, pauses, like the hyper fast mover, like rubs his temples. I don't understand. Even if they could send the message, how could it? It couldn't go fast enough to summon help. Even if you.
The physics don't allow it. This was coming either way.
Impossible. They'd only just sent scouts. It's not their usual mode of operations.
VI, run another sensor scan. Or actually, Rin, can you operate the sensors, see if there's anything what else is
I
going on.
mean, I can probably do it now that we're out of the drift.
Yeah, we're
Get us
fine on the
scans.
computers check.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Does anyone have points?
I'm out.
Anyone
All right,
else?
I got some. Hold on.
Dice today.
Jesus.
I'm glad it's just been skill checks because these are combat encounters. Other than
Wait. I might have something that I can do before we worry about that, but let me check.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, no. I have something I can do, which is I can use my computer idle. That'll let me reroll and take the higher value.
Okay.
We'll still keep the hero point for later. You might need it.
Yeah.
If you don't end up using it, I can refund it, I think.
46.
There we go.
You're picking up something, definitely artificial, moving through drift space. It seems like it was farther behind than it should be. Something's wrong with warp travel, clearly. You think you maybe have not long, quarter of an hour, half an hour before it gets here. I will say on a 46, that is gonna be enough to give you one additional piece of information. Whatever is back there is giving off extremely high amounts of energy that is steadily building the closer it gets.
I will basically just report all of this. And basically say, I don't know if it's charging up something. I don't know if it's disabled as well. Maybe it got caught up in the drift and is just, what's going on. It could be that it's already overcome and is building up energy before it self-destructs the way their weapons and ships seem to do.
You see, he looks down. We can't take that chance. Corum! You see Corum kind of like runs into flip frame and yes sir. Get everyone here. Leave the product. Sir? He's like, get everyone on to the Corials immediately. It's the armored rays. He turns back to you.
Yeah.
It could be them. It could be something. If it is damaged, it could be exploding. They don't let us capture their ships. At least we've not managed so far. There is also...
Yeah, we tried it with one of their guns and it didn't work.
There is perhaps a more worrying reality. It could be charging up a weapon system, and considering how much energy you're reading, I assume you're like kind of routing him your readings here.
Oh yeah.
How much energy it's putting out, this could be a capital weapon.
We're going full burn for the surface. How much cargo space are we completely full up?
You could dump stuff. You're pretty full up though.
All right. I'll look to Scythe and the others. We need to get ready to move cargo. We'll full burn for the surface. We'll help them get people out of here.
How many extra rooms do we have that we can store people in?
Let's see. Well, you have yours in the back. There's four of us.
You can try to fit
6
people into like other rooms, like the like entertainment areas and stuff.
Yeah, we could probably fit a few dozen.
Yeah.
Like it will be cramped, but yeah, between the tech lab and the entertainment areas, yeah, we can probably fit a couple dozen people on board temporarily.
Yeah, we'll all transfer that information over and say, if we dump some of our cargo, we can fit more into the cargo hold.
Mm-hmm.
Many more, depending on how much we dump.
He nods quickly. Very well. We appreciate it. Head to the landing pads.
I am going to...
Hold on to your lunch, people.
as much of recalibrate engines to give that extra speed to the ship.
Yeah,
Sure.
and
Give me an engineering check.
This is the
Ben-
ability that I was using earlier that doesn't require engineering checks.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And Ben, I may need to do a piloting check. I'm doing a full power descent straight to the surface. I'm going as fast as I can.
Yeah, give me a survival check.
Survival or piloting?
Sorry, piloting.
All right, not great, but
I mean, we've got that hero point left. I don't know if it makes sense to use, but
If you want to use it, you can use it.
I'll burn it then. Better.
I'd say
Yeah.
all of your shields currently go down by 15 as you are just dangerously powering through the friction of the atmosphere and just kind of purposely taking it on your shields to accelerate.
Okay. Reducing shield power.
You see the shrieking coral. The landing pad kind of like raises up to meet you guys and like cushions the fall. Like a spring, like shocks as you land on it just to make sure you can land faster. You see there are basically only like 3 other landing pads. They all currently have armored rays on them. Loading up a couple of boxes. Most stuff's getting left behind. You see the citizenry and militia are getting as quick as they can. You do see in this quick moment of evacuation that even the citizens, perhaps that had been selected for a mission like this, are at least somewhat trained. Like, it's pretty orderly, even if there is a tinge of panic.
As soon as we touch down, Shaw's going to be back in the cargo area since I've got the power armor and stuff, and helping make space in the cargo bay as quick as I can.
I think Refine would have sent SB down while still doing Refine stuff to help with the unloading what cargo we can.
Before I leave the bridge, I'm going to look to Yo. Do me a favor. Send a message back to Severana and the consortium. Let them know what's going on here. See, it'll be weeks before they get it, but we need to at least get a message out into the drift.
All right. So yeah, Yo will quickly compose a message. Just give it a quick rundown of what's happening, and then send it off.
Yeah, we can relay it through the VESC communication satellite, which might make it slightly quicker, even if not much.
Oh yeah, because we still have the VESC console.
Yeah, that I stole way back.
Hey.
Well, hey, we serve a good use here. All right, so yeah.
And importantly, it encrypts it a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, that's good too. All right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and send it through the VESC satellite, and then after doing that, Yo will as you guys are like offload and making room, Yo will help guide the evacuees onto the Argent horizon.
I think so. Refine's got SB helping make room, and I think Refine is also gonna try and coordinate with Captain Trison about what he wants us to do when we get the people online. Like, where to go? Do you want us coming to the OMA? What's the deal there?
You'll have to follow our OMA closely. We can try to get you through the currents if we need to jump to the drift. We might have to just get out in real space, but we might have to risk it.
Very well. We'll follow closely. Do you mind if I send my little robot onto the OMA with you? It might make it easier for us to ensure that we're following close.
He could pause, he's like, yes, very well.
I'll have SB immediately go. And SB will, to ensure they don't feel like worried or anything, SB will basically go and just go wherever Captain Trison instructs.
SP again, taking it for the team.
Okay, give me one sec. SB runs aboard as quickly as possible. Runs over to the Corial Mobulas.
To be fair, Espy has a massive run speed, faster than like any of us, because Espy has feats that increase specifically the run speed.
Makes sense.
With the jet dash ability. So.
All right. As people are boarding your ship, you're lucky. You got here fast. They're getting here as quick as they can. You see there is a flash. It's deep into nighttime at this point. And in the sky, you see an eruption of pinks, purples, blues, deep indigos as the drift vomits forth a true colossus of the void. I'm gonna switch us over to the space map. You guys aren't right next to her now. You are still evacuating. The OMA is in orbit. You are, at the moment, powering out to try to get out of the atmosphere. You see this ship rip out of the drift, almost pushed out against its will. A colossal dreadnought. A ship bigger than any you all have seen in person, except maybe the grandest Veskarium ships on parade when you were still in the military. As your ship is like rocking in atmosphere, trying to power out, you see at first what looks like a wave of glitter come out of small ports and speed toward the atmosphere. You see them out your window. There's tons and tons of small, what looks to be unmanned drones. Quick moving, about the size of like a small starfighter. And you hear, almost impossibly over the roar of the engines, the drones begin to project sound like speakers. And even as they do, and you hear words from beyond the cockpit, you hear your instruments squeal. Give me a computers check, Refine.
$37.
You try to keep out whatever is brute forcing its way in, and it is that. You are skilled enough at hacking to know that this is essentially a brute force, like DDoS type of attack. They're just overwhelming your systems. And you hear the same voice now coming out of your own speakers from within the ship, echoing through the PA in all the rooms as the citizens kind of cower at the booming voice from within and from without. You hear a sneering, lilting voice. It's being translated by the Traducian annelids you all have on your jaws, those of you that have them. And you would know at least that in that translation, it is Aslanti being spoken. This is Arsadux Tremaine of the Emerald Dominion. You all are forfeit. This planet is ours. Your little mission here, whatever it was, is undone. You all will pay for your crimes against the Star Empire. Long live the Imperators. Fire the weapon. You guys see the hairs on your arms, if you have them, stand on end. See sparks around you, plinking off metal surfaces. And in the distance, you see this Aslanti flagship. Something deploys and floats between those front prongs. It's hard to get a clear image of what color it is, but even from a distance, you see cut, sharp angles, facets, a giant crystal. It begins to power up. You see it spinning faster and faster. You hear Captain Trison, "All of our dropships are aboard! Move! Move! Now!" You hear a deep vibe. You see the drones outside are actually vibrating with the, like, bellow of essentially whale song in atmosphere as it begins to peel away from the planet. What are you saying, Shaw?
The maximum burn. Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, give me a piloting check. You and the Edge of Perdition peel off in different directions. See electricity blue and arcing down the fins of the Oma as its body scintillates side to side, powering up into space, gaining speed as the hold of gravity lessens on your ship and it. And then you see the crystal stop glowing for a second. Seems to be almost leave a after image, a light burned into your retinas. And then a beam of cold light, primarily a pure, blinding white with hints of green, corpuscent and fire flickering on the edges, lances forth from the crystal towards the planet, towards Karachi Station. And as you are peeling away to the sides, you see the illusion of distance and scale fade away as the beam, fast as light, travels toward the planet, and you see that its circumference, as it impacts the ground, easily encompasses the entire station and a wide radius around it. The flash impacts, you see debris explode everywhere. And as it fades, you power up into the void, you see just glowing glass, utterly vitrified land on that part of the planet. The Oma peels in behind you, gaining a little bit of speed, pulling up alongside you. Trison hears your comms. "We have to go now. We need distance before we can attempt this jump."
On it. We're with you.
You see whatever drones weren't self-incinerated in the atmosphere peeling back out. You see fighters and even more underslung frigates and dropships, things the size of what you fought, maybe even a little bigger, detach themselves from the ship. And even as you see all these small, medium, large vessels coming towards you on the rear scopes, you hear the snide voice again of Arcidux Tremaine. "We may have lost our escort fleet in the drift, but we made it." And you get the impression that these hanger-on ships, almost like grouper fish, are just part of the larger structure of the Emerald Domain. Whatever fleet was with this thing wasn't even present. "You can run and save those that you managed. Run quickly, lest you be the next ones to suffer the fate of that dingy little station you call home." Edge of Perdition. You can definitely tell he's like broadcasting to both of you guys now. "Mark my words, Trison. There is a limit to how much one man can do in a war. Even if you get away today, it won't matter. Your time is limited. So run. Biocracy, fools. Run from the throne. Run from the Imperators. Run from the Aslanti. It's all your people are good for." And as the comms cut out, you all are powering away, ships on your tail. We're gonna end there for tonight. and come back next week.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching.